Next part of the lesson, grade 1 today, is using hand-eye coordination, using different types of rackets, or bats, or balls, or books, or chopping boards. Whatever you can use at home and you're allowed to use, you can do some hand-eye coordination with small balls, medium balls and big balls. So I've got a tennis racket to start with. Some of you may have one at home, some may not. You can use your ball to do some balancing. Always say the number one thing is to be nice and relaxed when you start. You can just stand still, see if you can keep the ball balanced by itself. You can then start to roll the ball around the world, keeping it on there. If you'd like to, you can try with two hands. Try your opposite hand as well. You might put it back to your favourite hand and go for a walk with the ball. You might walk backwards with it. Sideways, whatever you'd like to do. Once you've done that for a little bit, you're feeling confident, you've got the balance, you might do a pancake. Pancake is turning the ball over onto the other side. You flip it up and you got the ball there. The idea is to keep the racket nice and still. Flip it up and let the ball come to the racket. Just like with our catching, don't go and meet it, otherwise you'll hit it up. You let the ball come down to the stationary racket. Hand-eye coordination. Tapping. So, start with the ball on there. Just want to use your wrist. If you watch my wrist only, all I start to do is watching the ball. When it comes to the racket, I tap it lightly. My arm is directing to where the ball is, but if I'm doing it small, my wrist is the only one. Once again, you might like to go with two. You might try your opposite. Everyone's going to be at different levels. Put it back to your favourite. Tapping. Also, you can tap it a bit higher. Once again, what space can you use? What sort of equipment have you got? Hitting on the ground. Let the ball come up, use your wrist and tap it on the ground. Once again, it's my wrist that's doing all the work and my arm just moves to where the ball has bounced to. You can take the ball for a walk, tapping. Hitting, I should say. Put it back up, go for a walk again. Alternate. Hit it, tap it. Hit it, tap it. Let it bounce. Tap. Lots of different variations, girls and boys, for hand-eye coordination using the racket. If you'd like to, if you haven't got a tennis ball, use a bigger ball, if you can. Do the same thing. Maybe start with a bigger ball if you've got one at hand. A bit heavier, you might want to use two hands. Up to you. Hitting the ball. It's all about using your hands and eyes to go where the ball's going. Once again, Mr. Smith's not whacking it, it's using that soft touch. Girls and boys, if you haven't got a tennis racket, you might have a cricket bat at home. Not sure? Do the same. Tapping with that. Use my wrist. Use two hands. Go for a walk. Let it bounce. Let it tap. Let it bounce. Let it tap. So many different variations you can do. If you want to try and do it on the edge of the bat. That's a bit harder. You definitely probably need a bigger ball for that one. Girls and boys, like everything, start out and then gradually increase the level of difficulty. So if you want to go to the edge straight away, there might be a chance you can't do it. So start with a bigger surface. Whole idea of when you're doing hand-eye and using a bat ball, use your wrist. Use your wrist. Some of you might have a paddle bat at home. You can do the same with a paddle bat. It's up to you. Using a tennis ball, you might have a more rubbery ball. I find that a little bit more difficult, but a lot of fun. Doing your pancakes again. Two hands, swapping your hand. Lots of different things you can do. Use your eyes, use your hands to follow the ball, use your wrist. Relax as you do it. Haven't got that, Mr. Smith? You might have a book you can use at home. Make do with what you have, girls and boys, in your hand-eye coordination. You really want to test yourself. I'm not sure if you've got one of these at home, girls and boys, a ruler. Why not? Ask Dad, Mum or your guardian to have a go at it. A bit more force. Whoop! Gone. Not to worry. Have a go at it. The skill factor. Mr. Smith wants to challenge himself. Got a few in. Just keep practicing. And the more you practice, if you practice the right technique, the better you will get. Girls and boys, other things you could use could be, as I said, a chopping board, but hand-eye coordination is about soft touch, watching where the ball goes, and having a bit of fun. Change it up. Go for a walk, go backwards, ask mum and dad where you can do it, and adapt it to your environment.